Alright guys, hey, TooSweet here, just testing out some audio. I know you guys have been watching my channel off and on here over the years. I've been testing with different video game videos, putting up wrestling matches for eFeds back in the day. I did a couple Xbox One reviews when I first got my Xbox One. Just tested some stuff here with WWE2K18. I've been kind of playing around with different streaming services like Twitch and posting some videos to Dailymotion and Mixer and such. Just trying to see, which service I like the best. And since, I've been here on YouTube the longest out of most of them, just really been playing around with YouTube stuff, which I think is pretty cool in the PS4 right now. This is where I got WWE2K18 at the moment. Eventually I'm going to look into getting the Xbox One version and kind of continue some of my stuff from the Xbox One, like I was doing with 2K16 and 17 and some of the other games, Try to get a little more modern and updated instead of taking the old VCR out and using a video capture software program to record my gameplay and then editing it and uploading it, the hard way, so to speak. So trying to get a little more modern and up to date here with everything, because it seems like where everything's going at the moment. Can't complain too much about 2K18. Really enjoying the game right now. Really fluid, solid game. Loads quicker than last year's game. So far, not quite as polished as last year's game, as far as, the game crashing frequently and some of the other minor little bugs. I mean, every game in this series, from back to the original SmackDown, has always had its little bugs and quirks in it. So, some years more predominantly noticeable than others. Personally, I have contacted 2K support several times, like probably many of you have, over some of the issues with this game, especially with right now with my PS4. Had a couple crashes, in the last couple of weeks since I really got a chance to sit down and start digging into this game. There was a issue with something to do with my player when I went to do an attack, and the game crashed on me right at the start of, before they started doing the updates and patches. And then I had some issues with universe mode crashing on me a few times. But the standard response from 2K right now is they're looking into all the complaints. Stuff's being worked on, and there's no timetable on when a workaround will be done. I know recently there was just another patch put out, so I think right now they're up to 1.4. So that should be where just about everybody's at. I don't know if the Xbox version is having the same issues. I hope not by the time I get to it. That hopefully it's all worked out and whatnot, because this is too good of a game to crap on right now, because this could be the future of the series. As advertised, I mean, the game looks incredibly awesome. The art is great. The body molds and everything that they've done, the light, changing the lighting and the physics, I mean, it's head and shoulders above where it was 4 years ago. So, yeah, I can't complain too much. Sadly, with my PS4, I don't have a PSN subscription, so no online play for me here. So I can't really enjoy the rest of the My Player features. I guess the monthly pay-per-views have online goals that you can do with your character, I guess, to play with against your friends or whatever. So I haven't really dug into that too much, but I've been kind of dallying around. I know I've been on the last couple of days putting up videos, testing out the live stream process here. Some people have been nice enough to, send me a couple messages via chat, and just, everybody's been cool. I guess, you know, watching gameplay videos is a lot more in than it used to be, especially when other people were playing it. So, you know, forgive me for being a little behind on the curve here. I know I'm just rambling on into oblivion here, but yeah, really getting into the nuts and bolts of this game and really scraping the surface on it when I get chances to play it. Definitely like that they still have the imported graphics feature and bringing a lot of my stuff back from the last couple of games and throwing those in, banners and different graphics that I created for my Fantasy Fed over the years, and just kind of imported them into the game to try to put that stuff to use. You know, my goal at one point with all these videos was to try to recreate a lot of the matchups that my friends and I at the Franchise Wrestling Inc. website, used to be formerly known as WWE Franchise, EFED, if anybody's ever participated in that, thank you. That was a lot of fun. I know my buddy Howard and I really enjoyed doing that for a while. Spent a lot of my teenage years and, you know, until about a few years ago, you know, good chunk of time doing that as a hobby and having a little fun writing and just interacting with people in that community. But I guess now with the video games and the online play, now it's kind of shifted from, you know, all the labor in creating your own website and the forums and all that micromanagement and all that management and time to going straight to video games and just, you know, playing it up with the community, your buddies, and just having like little tournaments and whatnot. So, you know, things change, which is cool. Yeah. Like I was saying before, at one point I was trying to go back and recreate some of the matchups in the shows with the different games and stuff until my Xbox 360 data with some of the older WWE games ended up getting messed up. So then I lost all my creator wrestlers and all the stuff I was using for the past 2K games that had the storyline mode editors and stuff in it, to where you could, you know, do all your little skits and promos and stuff there. And I would use those to piece together videos with the matchups and tell those stories from our writing days in there, which that again was, you know, hours and hours of capture and editing and programming, and then eventually updating them, you know, uploading them to YouTube and whatnot. So, yeah, pretty cool. See how things have changed. Now, I've noticed in some other people's videos they've been doing, you know, in-game commentary, match commentary and such. Maybe I might dive back into that because, you know, growing up, the only time you did in-match commentary for anything is when you had the action figure collection and you're sitting there with a tape recorder in your hand or nearby, or a radio that was able to record on a cassette tape and, you know, do all the commentary and all the little sounds in the background as all your figures colliding into everything. But it's a little different doing it with the video game. It's almost like real time, like watching the real deal. So, who knows, you know. I had some videos here recently, if you guys have checked them out. Got about 4 different parts where I was kind of going through some of my brands on my universe mode. Excuse me. I need more coffee tonight. Had a WWE brand, WCW brand, NWA, I think GFW and AAA right now on my career mode, or I mean my universe mode, sorry. Still kind of waiting for my stupid 24-hour download limit. Kind of sucks, but I get it. Keeps the servers from getting overloaded. Currently, for most of my rosters, I got 50 guys and girls, per, you know, combined roster of 50 per brand. The AAA brand is at like 15 or 20. You have to see my power rankings video to check that out. There are certain characters I left out on purpose, such as the aging doubles, as I like to call them. You got, the 7 Stings and the 3 Triple H's and 4 Rocks and all that stuff. I kind of left them out on purpose. And then I left out all the McMahons. Just because that's just how I like to do it. I've been going through and downloading, Legends, ECW guys, WCW guys, Lucha guys, Japan, etc. Different names that I've heard of or, piqued my interest. And then I think I got a couple of original characters that other people have put out there just by random searching for different things. So, maybe I'll continue posting, every couple of weeks into my universe mode or pay-per-views or something, just throwing gameplay videos out there. Haven't quite figured out what I want to do with that yet. But, yeah, so hopefully there'll be more content. You can tell this ladder match is not going my way right now. Still trying to figure out all the special match types and stuff as, with the game, the control scheme's changed and just a bit, and there's some additions and takeaways, and just trying to figure where everything's at. Did find a nice touch. They still have flaming tables for the hardcore matches, which is cool. Just figuring out, the formula for breaking those. So a lot of new stuff. So it's interesting to tap into this and see what's going on. The mini games and the physics and everything. Oh, wow. Definitely a lot more possibilities in this year's game, which is really, really cool. So my neutral thoughts on the create your own rules option. I think it's kind of wasted space in a way, because you're going to go in and modify your own rules as you play your matches anyway, based on how you feel or how you want to play your game. And having the option to save those into presets is kind of nice, but at the same time it's kind of a dud, because you can't really get in there and be as creative as you would like to. Maybe this is just a test run for next year's game, and they'll open up that creativity more. From what I've seen, other people's calls that I've been downloading, with the creative moves and entrances and all that stuff being back in the series, that's pretty nice. Those options, having all that stuff. Again, something I'll have to sit down and tinker with more with my player as I'm going through. I know Ukes has really been playing around bringing back different modes from past games that have been critically acclaimed by people, and trying to make things work. That's about all I got. You guys take care and have a good night. Yeah. Hello.